Hi, my name is Lisa Harlow and I am a nurse with Medline. I'm here today because your facility has chosen Medline to provide your new incontinence briefs. I do want to give you a little bit of background first about Medline and how Fit Right came about. Incontinence briefs hadn't been changed for a very long time. So about 3 years ago, Medline set about to change that. And what we did was we surveyed caregivers to find out what they were looking for. And we asked, what can we do better to improve disposable briefs? And we got some answers. We found out that caregivers were looking for a better design to better accommodate the contours of the body. We also wanted better containment and better skin health. And caregivers wanted all of this without the bulky fit. Medline took the challenge, so what we did was we built a plant in Atlanta, Georgia to accomplish these goals. So we're very proud to say that this is a Made in America product. Fit Right is designed to meet the needs of caregivers. It is designed to provide a discreet, garment-like feel for individuals who experience incontinence. Fit Right promotes skin health with more breathability, and Fit Right also promotes containment for better dignity. There's some key differences between the Tenor product that you're currently using and the Medline product that we're bringing in. I want to show you your Tenor product, and I do want to say that Tenor is a great product. They've been very successful and they've been a great competitor to Medline. However, I will highlight the differences in the products. First, what I want to show you on this is that the product has a U-shaped cutout here for the leg opening. You've got a lot of material here. What this does is this wraps around the thighs, trapping in heat and causing friction, and it's not really good for the skin. What Medline did to change that was we provided a generous leg opening here. So you'll see that the opening is much wider, and because of that, it promotes skin health, and it also enhances the overall fit. So it's going to be a much more discreet fit, and that's much better for dignity for your residents. The second difference is we also have inside here a hydrophobic leaf guard, and this provides for better containment. These are modeled after baby's diapers, so they're nice and soft, and they will help keep the liquid in place as it has a chance to absorb. We have a 4D pour, nice soft back sheet here that's cloth-like, it's discreet. On the inside, we have linear embossing, so the grooves here will help the urine flow so that it has a chance to absorb evenly through the brief. Also in here, we have what we call a super absorbent polymer, and that starts off looking like little grains of sand. The best way I can explain it is if you've ever, anyone here have small children or nieces and nephews, or you remember when you had small children, if you've ever popped a baby's diaper in the pool and that jelly-like stuff comes out, that starts off as simple grains, looking like grains of sand. As that polymer absorbs fluid, they swell. We use it in our briefs to help keep the patient nice and dry, as well as odor control. So now you know what super absorbent polymer is. So because of the technology involved with this brief, we've got a special technique to put it on. I want to ask you first, how have you been putting your brief on currently? Most facilities use what we call a log roll technique, and I know you have probably put on more briefs than you care to count. However, what we want to do is show you a way that we think is going to be easier on you, hopefully save your back, less turning for your residents, which is also better for them, so we're not promoting any shearing or any pressure. So the proper application really maximizes the impact of the core and hopefully minimizes the amount of workload for yourself. We know that the log roll technique works. However, it can contribute to cross-contamination, to staph injury, to the product tearing, to poor fit, and then to leakage. So we're going to show you a different way. We also think that proper sizing really contributes to the way that the product will work, and as far as for skin health and performance. So what we do is we have a measuring tape, and we recommend measuring your resonance. It's very simple. You have inches across the front here. We take one thumb here to this side, one thumb to the hip on the going across the widest part of the body. Where the thumb lands is the color that resin is probably going to be in. Our eye will be a purple. I'm going to starting with, our colors are green is small, white is medium, then we have what we call a regular size for purple. You can consider it an average. What we found is the large blue was sometimes too large, the white medium was sometimes too small. We found this regular size really works well on a lot of resonance. We also have an extra large, which is beige. We have extra extra, and the Fit Right line, which is green colored. We also have a bariatric size available if you do need it. So because of the technology of the brief, we have a technique to putting them on. So what we recommend is open up the brief, hold onto the colored part, give it a little tug. What that does is it sets it up so it's contoured more to the human body, but also more importantly is it's opening up these inner leak guards and it's standing them straight up, and that's really going to be the key to success for the product. And then open up the wings, and then take the product, fold it in half, right along that wetness indicator, and that wetness indicator will turn dark when it is wet. I now set the product down and go to the resident. Now you can take off the old, use your Pericare products, and get the resident ready. If someone's standing, you go through the legs. If someone is laying, you're going to go through the legs. But what we recommend is getting the patient onto their side. All right, and we're going to try to get a leg bend if you can. Holding onto the colored part of the brief. We're going to go through the legs. All right, reminding you not to pull on this breathable fabric on the side. It is really made to attach the brief. It's not made to be pulled on. It will tear, and we're trying to eliminate some of your frustration. Hold on to the colored part of the brief. Going to take it, and now you can kind of shimmy it up gently to get it where you want it. With the log roll technique before, if you got the brief on and you found out that the back was too high or the front was too high, you'd have to go back to the whole roll again. So what we've done is we've tried to eliminate that by letting you have the control, figuring where we want it. Now take the back of the brief and open it, then roll the patient back onto their back. I'm going to pull it up in the front here and make sure we're in the groin folds. Take the tabs, and these are a hook and loop closure so they can be reattached as necessary. And attach on the sides. Now you may remember that I was a purple. I'm in a blue now, and there may be some people who think that if you go bigger, you're more absorbent. And what I want to show you is why that's not true. We're going to have gaps, okay? We're going to have space here where things can leak out. We're going to have space here, again, for leakage. So I want to really stress, stick with the size that you need. Measure the sizing. One cue that the product is too big is if we're wrapping and you are wrapping onto the front of the brief, chances are it's too big. If you're finding any problems with leakage or such, check size, check fit. We want it in the groin here, and you can see that this is too big. It's all bulking in here, and even tightened up, I've got leaking areas, I've got gaps, and that's not going to work. If you do have the right size, you can move the tapes around a bit to get a better fit, and I'm really happy to show you that as I'm walking around this week and helping you with your changes. Okay, so now you know how to put a brief on the Medline way. I do want to say that there's no such thing as a perfect product. We're very proud of our Fit Right line. However, you may find some challenges, especially during the first couple of weeks. If you're finding wet beds, wet clothing, please think leakage. Think about size. Is this patient in the right size? Is this the right fit? Is it up in the groin where it needs to be? You're going to see a much smaller profile. This is a very discreet fit. They're going to end up looking more like underwear, less like a diaper. It's just about being discreet and dignity for your residents. I also want to remind you, don't use the side panels for leverage. They will tear. The chassis of the brief is very tough, and you should be in great shape if you use those. If you have any skin irritations, any redness, anything like that, again, think about sizing. If you can't figure it out through those issues, we have a quality assurance form for you. You'll see here the Medline logo, and it says Quality Assurance Reform. Medline makes the fit right, and what we're asking for is as much information as you can provide. We're looking for the room number, the resident, what they were wearing, whatever problem you had, and then we're asking you to sign it so that we can find you and work through these problems together. We're here to help you. These will be at the nurse's desk. We will be around helping, going room to room, doing whatever it is you need for us to make this successful for you. I really encourage you to use us as much as possible. So I want to thank you for your time, and I'll let you know that we certainly appreciate everything that you do, and we're happy to help. So please look forward to working with you.